Are we asking the wrong questions about reality? I didn't start this channel because I had answers. I started it because certain questions wouldn't leave me alone. Questions about reality, about consciousness, about miracles, meaning, and why humans keep telling the same stories, no matter where they live or what century they're in. And the more I looked for explanations, the more I noticed something strange. The answers kept changing, but the questions didn't. Across cultures and thousands of years, humans keep returning to the same questions, even when they arrive at very different conclusions. Every civilization seems to ask some version of the same things. Where did the universe come from? What is consciousness? Why does anything exist at all? Is there a deeper order behind what we see? Ancient myths answered these questions with gods and creation stories. Religion answered them with meaning and moral frameworks. Science approaches them through mathematics, observation, and experiment. And more recently, we've added new language, ideas like multiverses, simulations, and informal reality. These explanations evolve, the framework changes, but the impulse to ask never goes away. Which raises an uncomfortable possibility. What if the mystery isn't the universe itself, but the way we are trying to understand it? What if we are asking ancient questions with modern assumptions that don't quite fit? Here's something that took me a long time to really understand. Every explanation we use, science, religion, mysticism, philosophy, is a lens. Science is incredibly powerful at explaining how things happen. It's unmatched at prediction and technology. But science doesn't try to answer why existence exists, or what experience actually is. Religion and myth, on the other hand, are focused on meaning, on how humans relate to existence, suffering, and purpose. Mystical traditions explore direct experience, not beliefs about reality, but what reality feels like from the inside. And modern theories, like the idea that reality might behave like a simulation, are attempts to describe the universe using the metaphors of our time. None of these perspectives are useless, but none of them are complete. A lens helps you see, but if you forget it's a lens, you start mistaking it for the thing itself. And this is usually where things start to go wrong. Some explanations don't just describe reality, they shrink the person hearing them. They remove agency. They replace curiosity with fear. They promise certainty in exchange for doubt. You've probably seen some of these versions. Stories about hidden rulers, cosmic traps, the idea that humanity is powerless, deceived, or fundamentally broken. And here's a quiet rule I've learned to trust. Any explanation that makes you smaller isn't revealing truth. It's adding another veil. So, before we go further, I want to be clear about what this channel is and what it isn't. Unwinding the veil isn't about replacing one belief system with another. It's about secret knowledge, hidden enemies, or the truth they don't want you to know. This channel is about slowing down and looking carefully at the questions humans have always asked. We'll explore ancient texts, mysticism, miracles, and modern ideas, but we'll separate what's historical, what's symbolic, what's speculative, and what's still unknown. If you're looking for certainty, this probably isn't the right place. But if you're comfortable sitting with questions and learning how to ask better ones, then you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Before we end, I want to try something simple. You don't have to believe anything. Just notice. Right now, as you're watching this, notice the screen. Notice the sound of my voice. And notice that whatever you're aware of, something is aware of that. That quiet sense of awareness, the one noticing, is the same thing every creation story, every mystical tradition, and every modern theory is trying to describe in different languages, not as concept, but as experience. We may never fully answer who created the universe, or whether reality is fundamental or simulated, but the fact that we can ask these questions and experience ourselves asking them is already extraordinary. So instead of rushing toward answers, unwinding the veil is about learning how to look more clearly and seeing what happens when we do. I'm glad you're here.